Hey guys, it's Stephen Chun, your event director, host, and MC for AOF. That's Asians on Film. As you know, this is the 10th anniversary of our Film Festival of Shorts. We're so excited to be having all of you joining us here today, as well as our producers from Make-A-Wish. This is Diane, Edward, and Josephine. Hey guys, thanks for joining.
Hello.
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 Well, Make-A-Wish, it is a light-hearted comedy. I'm not sure it will be lighthearted because once you see it, you may be a little squeamish, but it's about the sweetest fiance giving her boyfriend the best birthday present ever. Well, Diane, can you elaborate on what audience members and viewers will walk away with after watching your so-called lighthearted comedy?
Well, no spoilers in this interview,
Nope.
certainly. Yes, I would say that it's definitely not for the faint of heart, but we did have a lot of fun making it. And, I have to just shout out immediately Edward and Josephine because their commitment to this project has been something that I've actually, not seen a lot in working with different people over the years. I've been producing a long time, and they've just put all of their heart and soul into this. So I just want to shout them out right from the get-go because they have really been incredible to work with.
Thanks.
So.
Thank you.
And then Edward and Josephine, can you respond to your shout out?
Thanks. I'll let Josephine do most of the talking, but
Why?
Oh, well, I mean, but it was Josephine she initiated this whole thing because this in the beginning started off as improving demo reel footage for her. And so she was the one who initiated this whole thing. She was the one who reached out to our original writer, Ivan Sang, and I'll let Josephine take it from there. What? Don't you know?
It's too early.
All right, it's too early. Anyway, so she contacted Ivan, and so the whole goal was to make it simple at first, which is just to have some simple camera, point and shoot, shoot her, shoot me, this lovely little scene, and then that's it. And then it kind of expanded significantly when we reached out to Din Tai, our director. And so when he was brought on board, he had a few ideas in terms of revisions for the script. Ivan and Din worked it out in terms of what they can do to flesh out the characters more, to make it lighter. So that came into play. And then our third actor, Roman Moretti, was kind of our MVP because the things he had to do in the short was something Roman was very qualified to do. He was truly a champion when it came to doing this. And so we shot it in one day. It was a 12-hour shoot. Once it's still kept with the one room location, everything was one room. And so we did that. We shot it, and then when we started submitting to film festivals, we only thought it was just a comedy. And we got trajectory in terms of where we were when a film festival told us just straight out, they're like, really, really love your film. You submitted to the wrong category. This is a horror film. And so we're like, oh, it's a horror film. So then
that's what they think.
We think it's a comedy, but yes, it's our film.
A romantic comedy.
Our film does traverse into different genres. Like it does go into different things. And so and some people have given us very, very high praise in comparisons to even like films like Parasite in a sense of, in a sense of like, I don't know we're as good as Parasite, but we do appreciate that, like Parasite, it went through different genres. You couldn't quite pin it in one genre.
Edward, you're doing quite a lot of talking when you said Josephine would be.
I know.
Yeah, this was a simple respond to the shout out that she just gave you, and you're like, let me just go through all the questions.
Let's ask Josephine. So when you started it, because this was Edward, get back on screen.
No, it's okay.
Josephine, you started this as your demo. That's really cool. And to hear that this actually became a short, not only it morphed from so-called comedy to a horror, but how did you kind of strategically plan all that out? in regards to getting it out to film festivals? Like, did you have to change gears? Did you have to change kind of the budget as well as the production team and the location?
I would have to say just literally Edward kind of touched base on everything already, where yes, it was supposed to be something that we just shot in the comfort of our home on a camera that we have here, not make it fancy at all. But then once we brought Din on board, it became like, then we already like kind of changed gears from there. So I think from the very get-go, we were like, it's not just going to be this thing we make just for ourselves. We want to get it out there. We want people to see this. So yeah, once we had that and we had Diane on board and everything, it already was kind of a straight shot for the festivals, I guess, because she already has experience with all these. So she really helped to walk us through this. A lot of the film festival submissions and just research and everything is actually the man here who is lying dead on the couch.
Oh gosh.
But he actually
has been...
yeah, he's like, did you call? Yeah, it was actually him doing a lot of the work for all the film festivals, reaching out to everybody, yeah, just researching, because we never had experience personally submitting to film festivals, especially with the horror genre, and that definitely opened up a lot of new opportunities, because everything else we've done before was not in this.
So Diane, I'm seeing this this kind of theme that everyone had a damn good time, that you guys are laughing more than you are kind of treating this as a horror film. But how is it like on set, kind of producing it, and some of the scenes? I know there are, without spoiling it, you know, kind of a crazy sadistic type of acting going on, but it seems like you guys just had a good time, even though you shot it as a horror.
We did. It was a really long day, you know. I mean, we shot the whole entire day, and we had a lot to accomplish in a very short period.
Which 12 hours was it? What was the starting and ending? Overnight or?
No, not overnight. We were there at night, but we started relatively early. What would you guys say? I can't really quite remember, like 8 a.m., 7 a.m.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay.
But I think that we were very prepared going into it.
Sounds like
that's definitely something, you know, that I do on every production, is like pre-production is key. And Edward and Josephine and I met a lot, talked a lot about it beforehand, and then, you know, ended up shooting it. So I think that we were really prepared about who we wanted to bring on board. We were very specific about that, crew and all of that. We wanted to make sure that it was a diverse cast, diverse crew. So I think that on the day, it was actually really fantastic. And I think that Edward and Josephine got to shine because they were in also the co-producer role. There was a lot, you know, there's a lot to manage when you're in that position. So for them to also be the lead actors, you know, that was a lot. So I think for them, it was probably a lot of fun that day to be able to go like, okay, you know, having me there also as on-set producer, not having to really think about all that stuff, managing the production itself. They were really able to just focus and get into their characters, and they did obviously a phenomenal job.
I want to thank our producers here from Make-A-Wish. You guys did a great job. Congratulations on being selected on this comedy or horror or well-produced 12-hour film. Thank you again for joining. Have a great season. If you want to watch Make-A-Wish, you got to check out the links in our bio. It'll be posted on our festival website. Producers, thanks for joining.
Thank you for having us.
so much, guys. Enjoy.